This time, let's discuss this idea of unpacking tuples. In order to understand what we're going to do here, let's just do a little exercise where we create a tuple called tuple A with these values. And then what we want to do, we want to create a new variable and assign tuple A index 0 to that variable. So here's index 0. So once we run this, then A should be equal to 2. Let me uncomment this, and now we're going to assign that. Alright, so now we have A is equal to 2, and let's assign another variable B here, and let's make that equal to the first index, which would be 4. And you could keep doing that all the way A, B, C, D. We could do that all the way to D, couldn't we? So here's D. And what would this be? 0, 1, 2, 3. Assign that to index 3. And we run that, and we should get 8, right? So we are unpacking this tuple, basically, but it's really painful, step by step. We would have to do this process one time, right, for each individual value in that tuple. So what tuple unpacking does, though, let me actually restart the kernel here. I'm going to restart and clear all the output. Okay, here we are. There we are. Let's just run tuple A. So now we have that. Actually, let me uncomment that and run it again so we can see that what we have. What we're saying here is create 4 variables, A through D, and unpack these values in order into these variables respectively. And then we're just going to output C and make sure that that C is actually the item is 6. So let's try that. Look, there's the item 6. And this would be A, which would be 2. So that's tuple unpacking. It's much more convenient than the other way that we did it. Now, how would we use tuple unpacking? So we could actually unpack this into an A variable, and this into a B variable, and this into a C variable, just by using a for loop. Now usually we create these temporary variables, right, and we just create one and we loop through. But at this time we're actually going to create these together. Let's run this and see what we get. Alright, so A is equal to this, and B is equal to this, and right, C is equal to that. And then of course if we just wanted to print B instead of all 3 of them, run that, and we just get B. Print it out. Okay, so here we've got this tuple methods. Since tuples are immutable, there are not many methods available. Here is one method that is available on tuples. This is this count method. Now we set up this sequence tuple up here, and we ran it, right? So it's available to us. And we want to count inside the sequence tuple how many of these items are there. Well, 4, 5, and 6, there's only 1. But if I just put 4, 5, and 6 over here too, as well, and run that again, so we have that available. And then if I do sequence count again, it's going to tell me we have 2 of those items inside this list. And we could also, copy this and change this, and then copy this and add it to here. And then if we say, okay, well, what about 1, 2, 3? How many are we going to return here for this count method? Let's see, probably 3, right? Because we have 1 of those, and 2 of those, and 3 of those. Now, if you want to find out the methods that are available, we could do sequence tuple 2, for example, and put a dot and hit our tab, and we can append to it, and we can copy it, we can extend it. Because we have tuples within a list, we have all of the methods available for lists are in here.